welcome to today's vlog. Today is going to be kind of like a Sunday productive plan with me kind of video. I am at my school right now. I just got here. I am going to plan for the next week. I think I actually already did plan, but I just need to like make sure everything's ready. I left conferences on Tuesday, just like was out of there, so I have no idea if my class is organized or if it's like a hot mess. We're gonna put up our winter books on our book display and just do lots of fun little things, take down our turkey art and make room for new art. Just lots of things to get ready for the next couple of weeks. And so I'm really excited to take you along with me. I asked you guys on Instagram if you guys had anything in particular you wanted me to show you or talk about, and so a lot of you asked a lot of good questions, and so I will be talking and answering those questions, which is so exciting. Also, today is day 3 of Vlogmas, which is exciting, or this is going to be Vlogmas day 3 video. So I have another video I'm going to film, which will be up before this one. It's going to be my classroom management video, and so if you're interested, I will link it up in the iCards, and then also link it down in the description if you missed that one and would like to watch it. So that is what we are up to today, and I'm excited to just get in my classroom, get organized, be ready for a new start. I cannot believe that it's December, you guys. Like, what? It doesn't feel like it's been like 3 months since school started, but it has. And December is going to be a really crazy busy month, so we're in for a ride. So I'm gonna head in now and kind of see what we're gonna do first. And so if you guys are new here, hello, my name is Haley. I'm a first year kindergarten teacher. I've been vlogging this whole entire time, so if you would like to follow along on my journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and then also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and let's head inside. Okay, so this is what my room looks like right now as I'm walking in. As I mentioned last week, we had conferences, and so I didn't end up like cleaning up completely. I did clean up most of it actually, but I have some toys out that I had out for the kids if they had little siblings and stuff, and so we have some work to do. Also, I'm not going to get too close because there's student names, but this was my door for like the last week and a half or so, since like the last little bit of November, and then I posted my conference schedule on my door for my families to see when, like, who was here before them, what time their conference actually started, etc. And then these are little welcome signs that say like, knock at the time of your conference to help me stay on schedule in English and Spanish. And then we did some little hand turkeys, and we have little thankful turkeys, and so yeah, I'll show you the front. So we just made these little I am thankful turkeys, and so I'm gonna take all of these down, take down their hand turkeys, and take down Mr. Turkey on the door and just get us ready for winter decorations. And I actually just got this question today, so I thought I would address it now. I got a question asking if I'm going to be decorating for Christmas or talking about Christmas or whatever. Along those lines. I am not going to be decorating for Christmas. I do not know if my kids celebrate Christmas. I don't know if their families celebrate Christmas or if they celebrate a different holiday. So we will not be decorating for Christmas per se. We will decorate for winter, so like snowflakes, snowman, etc. And then we are going to be doing 1 week learning about the holidays around the world, and so that will be not this week, but next week, which is exciting. So I have to plan for that. But if we do any crafts related to the different holidays, then maybe we'll have a Christmas craft along with like other holidays we're celebrating, like Hanukkah, and I forget the other ones right now. I'm out of breath. But and so the answer to that question is no, we will not be decorating for Christmas because I do not know if all my kids celebrate Christmas, but we will be decorating for winter. So yay! I'm gonna, I think, get to work on taking down those things. I don't know. I also have to film a video while I'm here, and so I might do that. But yeah, so I will check in with you guys when I am doing something interesting. Alright, I just filmed my classroom management video, so that is why I'm sitting here, and so that's exciting. I'm excited to share with you guys what we are doing and what has worked for me. It's a little bit scary to talk about classroom management. I don't know why, but it's just like kind of vulnerable to admit like, yeah, I tried this and it didn't work. But yeah, I'm excited to talk to you guys. This video was very, very highly requested, and so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I will link it up in the iCards if you guys are interested, and also in the description box. But now we are able to get to work. This is just a fun little fidget thing that my kids have. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to work, and I think what I'm gonna do first is put up my new books because that is fun. and then I will take down our art and then make room for our new art and then probably get to planning. So let's do it. You guys, this is so cluttery. It's so messy. I did want to film this month a like classroom clean with me, which I think will be so fun. And I know you guys love organization videos like during classroom setup. And so this will be a fun little thing. And then all of this mess will be gone. So, but that's not for today. That's a different day. I will organize this a little bit, but not that much. So my books are up here. That's what I'm getting. So I think I've talked about this before, but I don't keep all of my books out in my library at once just because like it'd be way too much. And so I store my like seasonal books in these little bins, and I just label them. So, whoa, this is heavy. So this is my winter bin, and I also like keep the label in here to switch out with the fall bin. And so I'm excited to look and see what books we have in here and which ones we are going to display on our little wall. So goodbye fall, hello winter. Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing, yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. Alright, here's our winter display right now. I'm not absolutely in love with it right now, just how it looks. I might play around with it a little bit more and make it look a little cuter, and maybe I will not have all of the books up. I still have some more too. But usually we just display our like seasonal books on these shelves. But I'm gonna think about it a little bit. And also, I'm so sad because I like looked in the bins and I was like, oh, I don't have any Thanksgiving because the next one up was Valentine's. But I actually had like some like turkey ones, and I was so sad because we didn't get to read any of them. But that's okay. Oh well, that's okay. But here is our display right now. So I'm gonna put all of our fall books in the bin now and switch them out, and then yeah. So this is the state of my classroom library right now. Obviously, because the kids are using it, it is not as pretty or organized as it was at the beginning of the year. But I think what I'm going to do is just spend maybe like 5 to 10 minutes just like reorganizing, making sure all the books are in the right bin so that my kids can actually like find the books that they want to find. So I think that's what I'm going to do just for a few minutes, because now my kiddos are like learning how to read, and so we've been like spending a lot more time like independent reading. And so I do want them to be able to access these books a little bit easier than they are right now. And I honestly have not touched these since the beginning of the year, to be honest with you. Lowest priority was keeping this organized. That's just real life. So I think I'm gonna spend just like 5 to 10 minutes organizing these books really fast. And then spend a couple minutes just organizing like all of our like play to learn stuff, just making sure it's all organized. And then I will maybe like sharpen the pencils, make sure there's like the correct number of crayons and stuff. I actually have not changed their seats since the beginning of the year, pretty much. Like I've changed a couple kids, but most of them have stayed the same, so I might change their seats to switch it up. But yeah, just do some like fun little cleaning, organizing things to get us a fresh little start when we come back. That's what we both, all of us want probably. So I'm gonna do that and I will check with you guys after that. This reminds me of classroom setup videos where I would like film myself getting my classroom ready. If you have been watching since then, you are a real OG subscriber. But this is just funny because I'm pretty sure I filmed like a really long clip of me organizing books right here. And now we are back. Lots of time later. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a black
a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows.
All right, we are organized again. Just a few minutes of putting the right books in the right bins, making them straightened. Now we're ready to roll. So I think I'm going to pick up those couple of bins, sharpen their pencils, wipe their desks down. I think they're actually pretty clean. And then change their seats. Hopefully that will be a fun little adventure. And then I'll take down their things out there. Okay, so I just cleaned off their tables and I took their name tags out. So I'm going to give them new seats. I think I'm gonna lay them out on the floor and just make sure I don't put any like best friends next to each other or kids that like don't get along as well. Hopefully this works. So I'm going to get them new seats. Okay, I am finally sitting down to plan. I took down all the turkey stuff, organized everything, changed their seats. It's all clean and ready to go for tomorrow. So now I am ready to plan. I actually already planned last week during like a break during one of my days of conferences, but I am going to show you how I normally plan and then what my planner looks like when it's fully planned, because a ton of you guys are interested in that. So first thing first, the planner that I use is the Happy Planner. This is just what the cover looks like, and I really like it. I think it's really easy to use. It keeps me organized. I also like how it looks, so I think it's cute, and so that makes me want to use it. And then on the inside, this is what my planner looks like completely planned. So this is like what it looks like. This is a weekly spread. And so what I do is at the beginning of the year before school even started, I printed out little labels to put on the top of each section so that I know which time block I am planning for. And so throughout my whole entire planner, well, apparently up to January, great, I have to do that, but each week I have the labels. So I need to plan what we're gonna do on Monday for writing. I think we might do some sort of craft or something because I need something to go on the door. It looks pretty sad and scarce over there. And so I just go through my curriculum and I write what unit, week, and day we are on. We use CCC for reading, writing, and making meaning, vocab. And so I just go through and write each of the headings for each different subject. I write the mentor text that we are using. So this week we are using Freight Train, and then I will write the learning targets so that I can go and write it on the board. And then since our learning target stays the same for 3 days that we are writing about the same topic, I just write, what are these called? Those things. Quotation marks, so that I don't have to write it again. I leave Friday blank because we plan Fridays with my partner teacher, because we do like fun Fridays, like themed. So I don't really plan Fridays that much, except for on Fridays we always do counting, collections, and math. For math, same thing. I write the unit that we are on, the lesson that we are on. The activity that I write at the top is the one that we do whole group, and then for stations, small groups, I do the activity from the book, and then we do an independent station. So I have to go through and find which worksheets we're going to do this week, and so that's what I'm going to do today. And then for reading rotations, I write where each of my groups are at in the set curriculum. So like small group reading, guided reading curriculum, this is where my students are at. And so red group is still working on letters, so we do some sort of activity with letters. And then my other 3 groups are in sets, so they are on these weeks. I also have to plan for what my para is going to do during rotations, and then what the independent station is going to be. Tuesday and Thursdays we do computers, and so I just write that in. We do RAS Kids usually, or Starfall. And then these days I have to plan what we're going to do for Independence Station. This part of our day changes depending on the day of the week. On Mondays, it's handwriting, so we do these pages from a workbook the students have. And then these days we do a shared reading text. And so this week we're doing like a review week. And so we're reviewing a couple different texts that we have read, and then there's a different learning target for each of the days. Play to learn, I don't really plan anything for play to learn unless we're doing something special, like some special science station or like art, or if I have to do testing during it, I will write that in here. But this week I do not have to do anything special, so I'm probably just gonna leave this blank. Maybe an art project or two. Making meaning vocab, so we do making meaning Monday and Wednesday and vocab Tuesday and Thursday. The vocab has to do with the book that we are reading, and so I will do the same thing, write the unit, the lesson in the day, the text, and then the learning target. IDR is our independent reading time, and so usually I don't really have that much to write in here. Soon we will, because we'll be doing like kind of like a teaching point each day or every other day or something, like a reading superpower from Lucy Calkins. And so I'm not going to do that right now this week, but probably next week we might start that. I don't know for sure. Or maybe we will start it this week. I don't know. I need to sit down and figure it out. So that is kind of what my plan book looks like, completely not 100% planned. I need to fill in some of the blanks. And then if you're wondering like, how do you know like what to do in each lesson, I have 2 book bins up where I'm teaching. One of them is for the things that we teach in the morning. The other one is for the things that we teach in the afternoon after recess. And I have my curriculum books in each box. And I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Sometimes I have this out right beside me to remember the questions that I need to ask, or remember like what exactly, like anything that I need to point out for sure, like where to stop in books. But usually what I'll do, this is our book from last week, I will go through the lesson and I will see where it tells me to like stop and ask a question, or like a talking point, like a turn and talk, and I will just put in like a sticky note on the page that we need to stop at, so that I remember that's where we're gonna stop. So really, really simple. I do not have to type up like really long lesson plans. I can just follow the curriculum. That's what we're expected to do. We're pretty tightly bound to the curriculum. We have to kind of do exactly what it says. We do have flexibility in like our Friday schedule where we're able to supplement, or like independent stations. Obviously like our curriculum does not give us like station work for students, and so yeah, I hope that makes sense. I feel like, I don't know if that made sense, but basically I'll just summarize it. I will take my curriculum book, I will look through, find out what unit, week, and day we are on, write that down. Figure out what the mentor text is, write that down. Figure out what the learning target of the lesson is, and write that in my plan book. And then what I'll do is I'll take my curriculum book and look and see where it says like to do a turn and talk, or to ask a question, or a stopping point, or whatever. And I will take the mentor text and I will put in sticky notes where I'm supposed to stop with the question on it, and if it's a turn and talk, or if it's a shout out question, whatever. Also vocabulary, stuff like that. So that's how I do it, and that's what makes sense in my head. And I am gonna answer a couple of the questions that I got asked. Okay, someone asked, how do you plan for the week and prep during the week so you don't feel swamped? So this is why I am here right now. I usually end up coming in usually once a weekend, one time during the weekend. If I don't come in every weekend, it's every other weekend, just so that I can kind of like organize my classroom, just make sure everything's in the right place, clean up, just make everything like feel good, you know, like enter into the week knowing like I'm gonna walk in my classroom and it's gonna be clean, organized. And I also print off copies during the weekend or on Monday during my plan time, because my plan time is in the morning, so the only thing I would have to prep is writing. And so that's really easy for me. And so I will usually do that, and I will print off my entire week's worth of copies while I'm here. And so that kind of helps me stay organized and make me feel sane, so I'm not like running around printing off copies right before I'm about to teach. I just can't do that. It would cause me way too much stress, and I would not be the best teacher that I could be if I was like really stressed out all the time, like trying to print off copies. That's not what I'm supposed to do. So that's kind of how I do it. And I also plan 2 weeks in advance. So if you look at my plan book, like this is this week and this is next week. So planning 2 weeks in advance is something that my school requires us to do, but I also find it really, really helpful, because if for some reason on the weekend I can't come in, or I forget my books at home, or whatever's happening, I know that I am planned for the week after, even if I have to plan for the next week on Monday, if that makes sense. So I found it really, really helpful. It's something that I'm probably gonna do for the rest of my career just because it's helped me so much. But at the beginning, it is a little stressful to plan for 2 weeks. I will say that. But after that, you only have to plan for 1 week. So yeah, that's what I do. So someone asked, when you plan out your day, do you start with the easiest or hardest stuff? I honestly just start with whatever we're doing first. So usually I will just plan writing, and then I'll plan math, and then I'll plan reading rotations. I'll just kind of go through our schedule throughout the day, and I'll plan that section for the entire week. So I'll plan writing for the entire week first, and then I'll plan math for the entire week, and then reading rotations, stuff like that usually. And then I will go back after I finish like with our curriculum books. I'll go back and find like stuff for Independence Station, or I'll find stuff for Independence Station for math and reading, and then anything else that we need to do like a craft or something, I'll find that afterwards, even though that's like the more fun stuff. But that stuff I can do at home and just like find it, if that makes sense. So that's how I do it. Someone asked, does your school require you to submit plans? No, not in the moment, but at the end of the year, I am required to turn in my plan book. I don't know exactly why. All I know is that I have to turn it in, probably to make sure that we got through the entire curriculum and that we didn't like skip around and stuff, I'm guessing. I don't actually know, but we do submit our plan book at the end of the year, but not during the year. Okay, the last question I'm gonna answer is, where do you store all your copies for the week / organize what to copy? So I am going to show you where I store all the things I make copies of, because it really, really works for me. It's really simple, easy to organize, makes sense in my mind, so I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I've talked about this before, so sorry if you've already heard this, and I've shared about it on Instagram, but I still get questions. This is how I organize my copies. These little file folders are from Amazon. This crate is from Walmart, and then I just made these labels on either PowerPoint or Word, it doesn't matter, and I just printed them off and laminated them and then taped them onto the back of each folder. And so it is color coded, so like blue is Monday, orange is Tuesday, yellow is Wednesday, green is Thursday, and red is Friday. And I just have these little tabs based on when I usually make copies for, like, so I usually make copies for morning work, literacy, math, miscellaneous, and send home. Honestly, the ones I use pretty much only is literacy and math, because right now that's the only thing I'm really making copies for that isn't like part of my curriculum, or is a part of my curriculum. I just have a lot of copies. But it's nice to have all of these available for me. So I love this system. It's so easy for me to organize, and it is pretty, it makes me happy, and it's right in my classroom. So like if we are about to transition into reading per se, I can go grab the copies and it's right here. So that's how I organize my copies. And so the last couple of things I'm gonna do today while I'm here is organize my small groups. And so I'm going to show you how I organize them. I think I've talked about this, I don't actually know, but my reading groups is ability based. That's just how my school does it. That's how we are asked to do it. So I have red, yellow, green, and blue groups. And so what I did was I got these bins off of Target, from Target actually. And so each group has a bin, and I just organize their materials for the week in these bins. This works amazing. I love the system. It's so easy. I sit right here. All of my group supplies are right here, and then also other materials that I may need, like pencils, highlighters, scissors, flashcards, dry erase boards, different books, like which fingers to point, and other stuff is all right here for me to access while I am working with my small group. And so I love the setup that we have. So what I'm gonna do, oh, and also each group has their own pocket charts. So that also organizes what we're doing. So what I'm gonna do right now, you're crooked. What I'm gonna do right now is look at our curriculum for small groups and then organize the materials for the week so that my groups are organized and ready to go on Monday. And then I'm gonna find things for my Independence Station, plan out what we're doing. I know we have to do handwriting one day, and then I need to find our phonemic awareness curriculum and do some things. So that is what I'm gonna do right now, and then I will check in with you after. Okay, so now that I am done planning, I'm gonna write my learning targets up on the board with the success criteria, which is a lot of fun, but I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I just pulled out all of my curriculum and then the mentor texts and stuff. And so this is where I store those 2 book bins that I was talking about. They're right next to where I am teaching from, so I can just pull the book and then have it ready. And so this is what my classroom is looking like now. It's all clean. Everything's all organized. I feel good about entering into the week. I definitely just needed to come in and like clean a little bit, organize, make sure we are ready. We have 3 weeks of school until Christmas break, which is exciting. So that is pretty much gonna be it. I'm gonna head out. I feel ready and prepared for this week. I have some things that I still need to prep a little bit, like just find a couple of worksheets or whatever things to do for independent stations, but I can do that in the morning tomorrow. But I am ready to get out of here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little Sunday vlog. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe so that you can see the rest of my Vlogmas videos. I think next Sunday, if I do a Sunday video, I will also include like my morning, because I came here at like noon or 1 and now it's only 4 something. So I think it'd be fun to like take you grocery shopping, just do a whole little productive Sunday vlog. So if you're interested in that, let me know down below and I will definitely do that. So yeah, I hope you guys all have an amazing week and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!